What's up, guys? It's your boy here. Well, I would say Swiggity Wiggity on our old channel, but yeah, we're going with Fresh Yeet this time around. I really like that name. And then we got the Law here. We got Austin.
You're
And we're going to be talking about Spellbreak. We're going to be talking about our first impressions, what we thought about the game. Me and Austin have really played the game so far. We've not got the other boys to play with us yet. We've played a couple games here and there. I've played probably the most of it. I know Austin kind of likes it too. I'll just start off with you, Austin. What do you think of the game so far? We've played a couple games before.
I think it's good. I don't know. I like it, but I do think that they need to fix some things.
Oh, yeah. It's new,
They
though.
need to fix like the ruins, or whatever they're called, like the alt abilities that
The
you can pick up.
the shift key
Yeah,
item.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some of those abilities, there are some that are clearly better than others.
Oh, absolutely.
That's like the only part of the game though that really pisses me off. It's,
Yeah.
it's just the ultimate abilities or whatever.
We got the shadow thing that literally makes you go invisible for 7 seconds, and you're immune the entire time.
Yeah, you're
you
also
can't
immune
kill.
as well.
That is so good.
Yep.
Yep. That's insane.
But other than that, I like the gameplay.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it just being like magic based and like stuff like that. So that's actually pretty cool.
Mhm.
I like all the gauntlets. I think all the gauntlets are useful
Yeah.
in their own right. However, I do think that there are some gauntlets that are also better than other gauntlets, like
For sure.
the Earth Gauntlet. Like if you get someone on the ground with that, they are fucked. Like there's no way they can dodge it unless they fly up in the air.
You take so much damage. I think the most damage output is the stone, but you have to be on ground for it.
Yeah,
That's the only issue
but,
with that.
yeah. But yeah, the Stone Gauntlet's pretty good.
Oh
I
yeah.
think the Toxic Gauntlet,
Hmm.
when you have it as your primary gauntlet, I think that's low OP when you throw your main ability, and it kind of creates like that pool of acid.
It slows people down too.
Not only does it damage them, but also slows them down. I
Yeah.
think it should do like one or the other. I don't think it should do both. To me,
Yeah.
that's a little OP. I think it should either slow you down or it should just do damage to you. I don't think it should do both though. That's really OP. The Ice Gauntlet, it's nice. Kind of reminds me of like a sniper, with
Yeah.
how like if you hold it, you can like snipe people.
Hmm.
But it doesn't feel like you're using a sniper, so it still feels different. And unique in its own right. The Fire Gauntlet, it's okay. I haven't played like literally what I do. My combo is the Earth Gauntlet and the Lightning Gauntlet. Um, I use Lightning for when people like to, fly up in the air like fucking Superman, and and then I use my Earth Gauntlet for when people actually are like on the ground. But yeah, my only main complaint is just the ruins. They need to balance those or do something. Honestly, I would be okay if they just took him out. If they just completely took him out the game. To be honest with you,
Yeah. That or at
because
least major nerf.
yeah, like a big nerf. Either that, or they got rid of like the epic and legendary versions of them,
Yeah.
and just had common versions. Honestly, I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
I just don't. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I like how there's different like combinations in the game that you can pull off, like
Hmm.
with the gauntlets. Like if you use the wind gauntlet and the fire gauntlet, with the wind gauntlet you can create like this tornado, right?
Right.
And if you throw like an ability from your fire gauntlet into that tornado, and it turns into like a fire tornado, and it does like extra damage and stuff like that, which I think that's pretty cool. Which I think if you're gonna play this game, you at least need a friend to play with you,
Oh, absolutely.
because that's when the combos come in, and like that to me is what really like that's what really sells the game to me. Is just like you have so many combinations that you can do with your friends. Like you can have one friend, his main can be the ice gauntlet. That way, when you guys are far away from the zone, he can because with the ice gauntlet, right? If you shoot your arrow or
Yep.
whatever, it leaves like a trail of ice that you can kind of like skate on, and it makes you go faster. It's like you could have like one of your buddies running that, and then one of your buddies can be running, like the toxic and fire and wind or whatever. There's just so many combinations that you can do with your friends, and I think that's what really makes it different from other battle royales, other than unless instead of using guns and bullets, you're you know you're just using magic. But yeah, I don't know. It's really, I like it. I mean, it's free to play.
Yeah.
So from what I've seen, the cosmetics aren't that expensive. They're not like fucking Valorant.
No. You
So-
also earn points too, like in the game. Like when you actually, it's every time you level up. So every time you level up in the game, not as when your gauntlets or your ranks, but when you level up as your overall rank in the game. Every time you level up, you get 100 points. And you can save those points up for items in the shop, which I'm currently trying to save up for a skin that looks really neat. But it's 1,200, and I've only got like 500 right now, so I need...
Yeah.
Actually, I take that back. It's only, you get, I said 100 points, you get 50 points for every level up. So I need to level up, like, for me to get the skin for free, basically, I'd have to level up 14 more times. Like, 13 times the detail. 14 more times to... get the skin I want. But still, I think it's really cool how you can earn your end points. That's neat. Of course, you can also buy them too. But
yeah, again, the cosmetics in the store, they're not like too overpriced or anything.
No, they're not Valorant. They're not $60 for blue.
$70 for blue, shiny blue.
Blue.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I really like the game. I feel like I would have more fun on it if once the other boys get it and we get 4 people in there,
Tristan,
I feel like then it's gonna
Zach,
be like really fun.
Seth,
yeah,
get all of them.
Yeah, I feel not all of us could play at the same time, but but it's just
I think it's only up to
as
4.
long as we had it's only up to 4.
Yeah.
But as long as we had 4 people, I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be really fun. That way we can do the different combos, and it kind of makes it to where like there's different roles in the game too.
That's true. I'm excited because like one person can be like the mobility guy where he's like trying to push the entire team faster. If we're like you said, if we're stuck behind the storm, one could be using the wind and add the fire, and you can make like a tornado fire. Like you can mix all this stuff, and I'm excited for it too because like I'll be honest with you, me and Austin have played like several duo games. I've played a couple of solo games, and really, I mean, quite obviously, the more people you're playing with in groups, the more hellish it's going to be. I mean, if you've ever played Risk of Rain, it's pretty much more of Risk of Rain the more players you have in a group. It's just hectic. It's really fun. It's not like I don't know. For me, it's like it's annoying hectic, but it's enjoyable too. It's not like, bro, I'm done. Like I'm putting this down. I can't stand it. It's fun, but it can be really frustrating too. It's rewarding as well. But
so Trey, what do you think about it?
Okay, so my opinion of the game, I saw it on Twitter first, and I'm like, man, this game looks fun, and I showed Austin, and I was like, yo, let's check this game out. It looks pretty cool. I know it's another battle royale, but I'll be honest with you, for me personally, like I just got so burnt out on battle royale games. But Warzone, which that's another game, but I've gotten really attached to that game. But for me, like I like Spellbreak more than Warzone, but that's just me. But I do like Warzone too. But I'm getting off subject here. But Spellbreak, dude, it's been really refreshing. It's just like you said, there's no guns. It's all magic. It's literally if Harry Potter had a battle royale. Like that's really what it is, and it's really refreshing. Yeah. Expecto Patronum. It's really refreshing. I like it. My favorite thing about the game is like you can dual wield your gauntlets, and you can make I may be repeating a couple of things that Austin said here, but I just love the fact how you can have one gauntlet and your left hand is your primary in the game. You got another in the right, But what's cool is they've balanced it. So like the one on your right, it's not going to be as powerful because it's your secondary. So like let's say if you had the ice in your right hand, which is your secondary, normally if you're using the ice on your primary, it will shoot like that lane, that ice lane that makes you like ski and makes you move faster. If you're using that on your secondary, you can't go as fast. I think that's really cool how they balanced that out. And a lot of other stuff, like the poison. You know how like there's those little puddles of poison if you're using that as a primary. Well, the secondary, if you're using that as a secondary, it won't create the puddles. So that's more fair if you're using it as a secondary.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. And my thing is, what I didn't notice until like a couple games later, because I've played a lot of this game on solo so far. What I like is you can level up, and like so like each when you hop in a game, there's 4 different levels that you go through for each class. So like level 1 is like, for instance, on the fire, you can shoot like, I don't know, more firebolt. I don't know. I'm just throwing this out here. Like you can shoot more firebolts, or level 2 is like, I remember this one. You with the fire gauntlet, you can throw up like a firewall, and you can like literally fly through it on level 2. So as you progress through the game, I think the way how you progress is like, or level up, is you like get to the next zone, and you can max out on 4, so you get like, you can level up on each of them. And I don't know, I think that's really cool. And it only lasts for that game, so if you die, of course, you reset the 1 on your next game, so that's cool. That's something you earn in game if you last that long. There's those talents. So there's like the scrolls. You read the scrolls in the game. That's pretty neat. Where you can upgrade your whole like, character for the whole game. So like, if you had the talent where it says like, oh, you can cast less mana or fly for less mana, which I can't remember what it's called, but it's one of the talents you can get. There's like body, mind, and like spirit, I think is the ones they're called. And there's those 3 talents. So if you read the scrolls, they'll like upgrade your character. And it's really cool because, like, as you play through the game, you can upgrade your character further, and you can upgrade your gauntlets. There's, like, the rarity items for the gauntlets, too, and the ruins. And pretty much anything in the game except for the scrolls and stuff. But, no, there's so much that the game has to offer, and it just released. And, of course, it does have its, cons and pros and cons here. I pretty much mentioned a lot of pros there, but... yeah, I mean, I don't want to repeat ourselves too much here, but Austin said, a lot of balancing could be going out, like with the ruins. I totally agree with that. Some of them are just completely overpowered. Some of the gauntlets, I feel like the ice could use a buff, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what they would do with it, but I don't know. Like, it's not, like, the ice wasn't always something I'd pick personally, especially if I'm playing solo. It's not a bad one, but I think some of the gauntlets could be buffed. Some of the ruins could be nerfed. But just nitpicky at this point. But overall, for me, I think it's a fantastic game. It's free. It's worth trying out at least. And, if you don't like it, then, hey, that's your opinion, not mine. So, it's a fun game. I really enjoy it.
Another thing, too, is... I feel like there's kind of like I feel like each gauntlet kind of counters each other. Like
they do.
For example,
that.
like with the ice gauntlet, like if you have that as your primary, and you're going to get someone that has a primary as a toxic gauntlet.
Yeah.
What you can do is because people they like to rush you, right? So they'll shoot their arrow and they'll ski on the ice. Well, you can actually throw your toxic pool, like your little like pool of toxic on the ice. It'll actually slow them down to where they can't like rush you and stuff. So yeah, it's just like stuff like that they have in the game to where like each gauntlet counters another gauntlet. So
yeah, that's pretty neat. So if you could be the man on the upper end if you had the one that's countering, because with the poison he throws like a little. His secondary is like a little like poison ball or whatever, like it's like a poison cloud. And also with the ice is the ice can shoot the bolt at the poison cloud, and it just makes like a big ass rock, like, and it just sits there.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. So like he can completely counter that poison cloud. There's more counters in the game too, but I can't name them all off the top of my head now. But that's one of them too, or that's another of them. That's really neat.
Yeah. And obviously, like, the game hasn't been out for that long.
No, it's
So-
literally just released, and I think they just
Yeah.
came out with their first patch here recently.
Yeah, the
nothing
game just
big.
came out, so I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, it gets big though. Like so far, I don't really hear too many people talking about it.
Yeah, it's kind of on the down low. It is on the Epic Games, so I'm sure people won't miss it. I mean, it's not like some third party developer, like indie developer. So I mean, it's on the Epic Games store, so I'm sure it'll attract a lot of attention eventually. It is a new game.
It's not like Among Us, or like released in 2018 and no one heard about the game until 2020.
2 years later, and then
I mean,
really,
so
yeah. So
yeah, dude. Or like, oh, never mind, we're getting off topic. But anyway, so, yeah, I mean, I
a
don't
good
know.
game.
I think yeah, it is, honestly.
worth trying.
It's also on consoles too. It's on
I
the
didn't know
PS4, Xbox One, and
Huh.
the Nintendo Switch actually.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, it's on all those platforms and obviously the PC.
Nice.
I think it's gonna be on next gen consoles too. So
yeah, I would. One would think.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so yeah, it's on all consoles. I don't know if it's crossplay though. I don't know if you can play with, like, if you're on PC, you can play with someone on the PS4, Xbox One, or Switch, whatever.
I'm
I don't know
with
if it's like that.
Epic Games, maybe. Like, I know Epic Games
Yeah.
really likes the, pro to the gamers, you
Yeah, they
can
did that with
crossplay.
Fortnite.
Yeah, they did that with
Um,
Fortnite, so I would think that if it's on the Epic Games store, that maybe they'll push that as well. I do respect Epic Games for that, but that's also getting off topic.
Yeah. I don't think Spellbreak's going to be like the next Fortnite or anything.
No, absolutely not.
I think the thing with Fortnite, it's like it just came out at like the perfect time. It was just great timing, honestly. I don't think another game could probably blow up like that for a while.
It was the golden star of Battle Royales.
Yeah, well, one thing that
at one
really kind of separated it was like it was on like it at the time it was the only battle royale on console.
Yeah.
So if you're on PS4 and Xbox One, like we were back then, that if you want to play a battle royale, you couldn't play PUBG or H1Z1. You
Yep.
had to play Fortnite.
Yep.
So it was the
Pretty
only battle
much.
royale, and it was free, and it was a good game at that time. But
They ruined
yeah,
it.
all right, yeah, we're getting on topic.
Yep.
Anyways, though, so yeah, Trey. So you have
Yeah.
anything else to say, or
I probably do, but since this is a quick review, that's really all I got. We're about 20 minutes in here, so I think that's good. You want to hit the final skirt?
oh, you want me to hit the final
Yeah,
skirt?
dude, I'll let you do the
All right,
honors.
bro. I'll do the honors. All right, you
Let's
ready?
do it. Thanks for watching.
Adios. I'm Superman.
Huh?
I'm coming back down. Hold on.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Here, no, here,
How-
here.
hold on, I'm gonna
here.
see how
No,
high
watch
this goes.
Watch this. Here, hold on. I'm gonna drill up here real quick.
Okay.
Okay, like the highest point possibly can be right now, right?
Yep. Oh my god. That high?
Yeah, look,
That-
I'm still going.
Whoa. Dude,
Yep.
I can barely see. Oh, here you come.
Oh my
Land. Huh, 4.
Yep.
Huh.
You get
Jesus.
fucking high, dude.
Dude, that's like higher than the Featherfall ruin. Do you know that one? Or have you used that one before?
No, wait, hold on. Let me get on top of this thing. Hold on. Can I?
Invisibility. I'll take that
No,
one.
I have to kind of. Okay, you ready? You ready?
Hold on. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, I can. You're like a speck in the sky.
You get so high with that.
Yeah.
You're literally like Superman, bro.